What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to do one of the requests that I got from you guys in the comments, and that is to give you guys my top 10 best characters. Now this is a really difficult request because I have so many characters that I really enjoy playing, so putting them in a list of 10 is very difficult. So what I decided to do instead is do it by class, and we're gonna go ahead and start with the Blast class today. And if you guys actually enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments and I will definitely do the remaining classes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and exclude all of the tier 2 natives from this list because if you guys don't know, I absolutely adore Jean. I love Cable, and it would be completely unfair to just stack this entire list with Jean Grey, Cable, freaking Scarlet Witch, and all the other tier 2 natives that are in the Blast class, right? So definitely not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave all of the tier 2 natives out of these videos, and I'm also gonna leave the paywalls out as well. I'm gonna stick with characters that start off with a tier 1 base that I have tons of experience playing with, that I either have a tier 2 or I will eventually be tier 2 in because I think they are fan-freaking-tastic. Now, with that said, let's jump in here and take a look at the Blast category. Now, sorry Jean, not about you. Love you though. Let's go ahead and go over here. Now guys, where do I begin? The Blast category is a really big category and there's a lot of names here, but for me, the number one character in this list, and it should be for you, is Sharon freaking Rogers. She is a fantastic character. If you are new to this game, she should be the very first character that you select from your 6-star selector. So if you're just starting right now, delete your account if you did not choose her and go ahead and pick her. She is fan-freaking-tastic. You do not need the Starlight armor. However, it does make her even more amazing. With this freaking uniform, it takes her from being like a spectacular tier 2 character to being, I would say, a tier 2 native, kind of. Like, she actually becomes so freaking powerful that she can out DPS the majority of the other tier 2 natives in the freaking game. And I say other tier 2 natives like she's a tier 2 native, but you can get what I mean, guys. She's actually a freaking monster. Like, she is the brainchild of Netmarble, and the fact that they can make something this great is just amazing to me when I look at some of the other garbage characters that they put in this game. Anyways, not what this is about. Sharon Rogers, insane freaking damage. She is very tanky due to her freaking tier 2 passive right here, and the fact that she has damage block on her 3 skill, and her freaking 4-5 combo is where the majority of her damage lies. It is fan-freaking-tastic to watch her annihilate enemies. Great character, guys. I can't say enough about her. Absolutely love her. She's one of my very first tier 2s, and I will never ever forget all the stuff that she's done for me, no matter what tier 2 comes to this game. Next character on my list that I think is a fantastic character, and these characters, regardless of whether or not I have them at tier 2, I think they are great at tier 1 as well. Just want to clear that up for you guys. So, next character that I will put in the number 2 spot is freaking Magneto, man. Absolutely love Magneto as a character, and I gotta say, I love him and everything he does in this freaking game. Okay? He has a great leadership, he has lots of AoE and crowd control, and the fact that he has great survivability in a guard and a freaking ton of iframes is fan-freaking-tastic. However, unlike Sharon Rogers, who will dominate across the board, you will find that although Magneto does everything fairly well, he does the most in PvP because of his tier 2 passive. When he goes up against human characters, his damage, guys, it is ridiculous. Okay, he can actually take out characters like Doctor Strange. So yeah, definitely not one to be slept on. Magneto definitely deserves the number 2 spot in the Blast class for me. Okay, third character right here is gonna be a bit controversial. Let me know what your thoughts are, but for me, I gotta give number 3 to my main man, the guy that's as old as dust, the Ancient One. Very good character. World Boss, he can solo it. Shadowland, he can solo it. Every World Boss Ultimate Team, for the most part, he's on there as the leader and for his tier 2 passive as well. So he's a great support character and he's a great leader, and by himself as a standalone character he's great because his survivability is what makes him great. Right here, 4 skill 5 skill combo, amazing, amazing, truly amazing. If you don't believe me, check out some of my other videos on the channel with this guy in it. He's a fantastic character. He can pretty much solo pretty much everything. The only fault as a character for him is the fact that he has really low damage. Alright, next character on my list right here is gonna cause a little bit of controversy as well, but similar to the ancient one, I absolutely adore the Wasp. However, similar to the ancient one, she has low DPS, but she can still solo several Shadowland stages and world boss as well, and she's a great support character because of her tier 2 passive. Every single PvP team requires the Wasp when she's eligible, otherwise you're gonna get CC like crazy by the spiders or get frozen and controlled in freaking Battle World and that kind of stuff because of the time freeze from Doctor Strange and Jean Grey. So definitely a character that you will see on a lot of teams, and this little package right here, trust me guys, she can do a whole lot with it. Okay, the 4 skill 5 skill combo similar to the ancient one is great. The 5 skill right here gives her a barrier, and she has a 4 skill for the iframe that she can hide in while the barrier is on cooldown. Great skill. Absolutely love the Wasp and everything that she does. You want to build her offensively similar to the ancient one, because if you don't, she's gonna suffer by having low damage and you don't want that. Okay, next one right here, number 5, arguably could be number 3, is Storm, Aurora Monroe, the Queen of Wakanda. Absolutely love her. Absolutely love her. She's a fantastic character. She has great damage. She also has great CC and AoE, and her survivability is decent because she has a guard and an iframe in here as well. Love her as a character. I would like to see more out of her, so hopefully we can get a uniform for her, but she does stand at the top as one of the best blast characters in the game for me personally. Okay, anyways, the next character on this list for me guys is Cyclops. Good old Cyclops, guys. This guy has a great leadership, yeah, as you would expect from Cyclops. Great 5 skill for the survivability. He has decent damage. He also has a very useful 3 skill that can pull you out of your iframes, and he can deal damage to you while you're in your freaking iframe or damage block, so that is great. Also has a really cool 4-star passive, so he's not only a leader, he's a support type and a standalone character as well. Majority of the characters that you notice I put on this list right here, they won't do well in Alliance battle, but that's because Alliance battle is dominated by tier 2 natives. So my list is comprised of characters that do well for me in Shadowland and World Boss for the most part. Okay, keep in mind this is my list, not the best list for everyone, just mine and the characters that I've found to be the most useful for me and what I like to play and what I enjoy about Marvel Future Fight. Okay, next character on this list, guys, number 7 guys, Mantis. Absolutely love Mantis. She's a foolproof character. It's crazy because there's not too much that you can say about Mantis's kit. The only real thing she has is amazing crowd control in this 5 skill and healing from this fool. But that's all it takes for her to be a fantastic character. She does have iframes, and the iframes do come in handy, but the fact of the matter is how she controls the majority of the fights that you put her in is due to the healing that she has, which is ridiculous, and the crowd control from the fear. That's gonna make her formidable in Shadowland, and because she has the iframes and the heal, that's gonna make her great for World Boss. So that's why she makes this list for me. Number 8, guys, number 8, similar to number 5, is going to be Krystal for me. Absolutely love Krystal. She's very similar to Storm, however, she does come with her own self-buffing leadership, which is great. On top of that, she has great AoE and crowd control and decent survivability in this guard right here. So she's very similar to Storm, so if you like Storm, you should pick her up because she's gonna do pretty much anything Storm can do. However, Storm might have a little bit more damage than her based on my testing. However, I don't have Krystal at tier 2 just yet, so with the fact that she has a uniform and a decent tier 2 passive, she might actually be just on the same level as Storm, and I hope to find that out real soon because I have a next tier 2 event coming up. Maybe you guys want to vote for Krystal so we can test her out? Let me know. Anyways, number 9, guys, number 9, the guy that always makes the list for every top 10 that I've ever seen in Marvel Future Fight. If I can find this bastard right now, right here underneath my thumb, Yellow freaking Jacket, guys. It's crazy because similar to Mantis, he doesn't really bring too much to the table. What he brings is just amazing. Yellow Jacket has fantastic freaking damage. This 5 skill is absolutely nasty. It does so much freaking damage, and that is a long iframe. When used with the Flying Barrage, you can kind of chain them back to back with a little bit of kiting in between, and the majority of the fights that you use Yellow Jacket in, you will find that that is pretty much all you need with him. On top of that, he's actually a really good character to use to take out someone like Doctor Strange if you have someone like Wasp on your team. So if you're new and you don't have any of the metas, if you give Yellow Jacket this uniform that bumps up his damage even more when he goes up against heroes, guess what? Some of those tier 2 natives that are heroes, they might just get their face melted by Yellow freaking Jacket. So yeah, Yellow Jacket number 9 for me, guys. And number 10 for me is actually going to be 3 people. I couldn't decide who I wanted to put at number 10, so I'm going to let you guys decide for me. Number 10-1. 10-1 is going to be Mordo. Baron freaking Mordo. Absolutely love this guy. He has solid damage, he has a guard and iframes mixed into his kit, so for me, he's very, very useful for World Boss and Shadowland, and the fact that he's a super villain, great for me. Absolutely great. So he's gonna be 10-1. 10-2 is gonna be a character that I've used recently that I've been loving, even though his survivability is pretty crappy, is Infernal. Infernal is kind of similar to Yellow Jacket. Kind of like when I say that, but he has insane damage, and because he has the guard and the damage block in his kit, that's why I put him on this list as 10-2. Let me know what you guys think. 10-3 is going to be a character that I've used several times in the past, and I believe I saw someone say she sucks yesterday. No, she doesn't, bro. You need to work on your build for her. Freaking Songbird, guys. Songbird, one of the queens of Shadowland. When it comes to CC, she is fantastic. That is what she's known for. She has great crowd control and a guard. So when it comes to something like Shadowland, she's gonna do amazing for you. She doesn't really do great outside of Shadowland, but if you put her in PvP, like Battle World or something like that, she'll do okay, as long as you're not relying on her to do the bulk of the damage. If you're just putting her in there to stall and the enemy doesn't have a debuff removal on their team, she will do work for you, but Shadowland is the main place that I use her for. So she's gonna be 10-3 on this list for me. Let me know which of these characters that you think deserve the 10 spot, and actually let me know what your top 10 would be for the blast category, because I know that my top 10 doesn't mean it's your top 10. But that's all I have to say for this one, guys. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace and love. And I'm out.